Hello all, I am Naveen Raj, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering Department at RMK Engineering College, and this is the video lecture, and this video lecture is captured on behalf of our college online content, online video content. And in this lecture I am going to discuss about the topic of the difference between thermodynamics and heat transfer. Thermodynamics is nothing but the amount of energy transfer at one point to the another point from a system, and heat transfer is nothing but the rate at which this amount of energy is transferring from one point to another point or one region to another region. So here the main difference is nothing but the main difference lying in it speaks about the thermodynamics speaks about the amount and the heat transfer speaks about the rate. So in order to understand it, let us come and have an analogy with some problem. Let us take the amount of heat we want to supply to heat 10 kg of water from 30 degrees centigrade to 100 degrees centigrade. And we know this famous equation Q equal to mc del T, which is used to calculate the amount of heat transfer, and we know the specific heat at standard atmospheric temperature and pressure is 4.187 kJ per kilogram Kelvin, and the initial temperature 30 and final temperature we need is 100 degrees Celsius. So we need to heat the water which is kept in the tank, and after substituting in this formula we are getting 2930 kJ of heat is required to heat the water from 30 degrees centigrade to 100 degrees centigrade. So this is the role of thermodynamics. Thermodynamics tells about the amount, how much quantity is required to increase the water from 30 degrees centigrade to 100 degrees centigrade. But it doesn't spoke anything about how much time it takes. For instance, whether this temperature is going to be reached, this temperature difference is going to be reached whether in 15 minutes or 1 hour or 2 days, we don't know. Thermodynamics doesn't tell the content with respect to the rate or time. So we are going some other concept which is called heat transfer. Whereas in heat transfer it is telling about the rate. What is the time? So if for instance I need to achieve this heat transfer of say for instance this temperature difference of 70 degrees centigrade within 15 minutes. So if you divide this amount of quantity by 15 cross 60, 15 minutes, and converting it into seconds, so I am getting 3.25 kilowatt. So this much amount of heat should be transferred, or power to be supplied for 15 minutes to bring the water from 30 degrees centigrade to 100 degrees centigrade. And if the same heat transfer to be takes place in 30 minutes and increasing the time, then we need to supply less amount of power or less amount of heat, which is 1.62 kilowatt. So this is the major difference between thermodynamics and heat transfer. It speaks about the amount and heat transfer speaks about the rate. So why it is different? What actually heat transfer is? What actually heat transfer is nothing but transfer. The moment we say the transfer is nothing but something is getting transported from one region to another region. So if something is transported, whenever some quantity wants to flow, some quantity wants to go from one region to another region, there should be some difference between that particular quantity. And so it is classified in a broad category called heat transfer, comes under the category called transport phenomena. And let us take, for instance, there is an automobile standing in the flat ground. So if it is standing in the flat ground, there is no potential energy difference or there is no height difference. So its potential energy is zero. So the automobile is going to be at rest. It is in equilibrium forever, if until and unless there is no force acting on that particular system. Now let us take the same automobile which is lying in the hilly road and it is coming down. Velocity is showing in the downward direction. So now what happened? There is a potential difference. So because of this potential difference, the automobile is going to come down without any power. And here let us see the automobile is traveling from bottom to the top. The velocity is in upward direction. Here there is a difference, but the difference is in terms of negative.